CLG is now tied with TSM at the end of today. And I'm joined by the CLG owner, HotshotGG, whose hair is a little golden these days. Kind of like a golden age, maybe. I don't know. Either way, Hotshot, for the first time in a little bit, you guys are tied back up with TSM, and you fight them again tomorrow. They just won IEM Worlds. Do you think that you guys are going to be able to beat them?
I mean, they just lost to Gravity, so it means that they're like defeatable. You know, they're not these gods that came from IEM and they're unstoppable and they're on a rampage. No, that's not the case. And I think that if I were to put a number on the on like tomorrow's games, it'd probably be like 60-40.
In CLG's favor, yeah. Okay, nice. Now you're a little dressed up now. I feel like there's been, you know, for a while you used to just be a streamer, and now last I heard or we spoke, you were doing a little bit more business stuff. Is this the new business HotshotGG?
I mean, it's not the business HotshotGG. It's just, you know, I do what CLG needs me to do, and that's what I've always done. And CLG's kind of, you know, needed me to come on the business side and manage sponsor relationships and really work with our partners. So I've kind of transitioned from being a streamer. I'm sorry, guys. One day I will come back to you. I'll never forget you all. But I will go back to streaming at some point.
When?
There's no ETA. You know, I just move where the wind takes me.
So some point could be like 20 years down the road.
Could be 20 years down the road, but I'm sure you'll be waiting, right?
They probably won't be. I mean, to be honest, 20 years is a really long time. George, you can't just make everyone wait for you that long. Okay.
I'd wait 20 years for you, Travis.
Well, with the way you look right now, maybe I would wait 20 years for you. We just discovered that we are both shopping at the same place now.
Yes. Should we give the free publicity, Travis?
I think I get so many compliments on how I look now, and you obviously look so great that I feel like it's worth it.
Yeah, I do too. I actually headed to Trunk Club to get this like new outfit put together, and they helped me kind of style out my wardrobe for my business casual look. So this is not my style. This is the doings of Trunk Club. So
yeah, same here. I don't know how to dress myself, so I have Trunk Club do that for me. They should sponsor LCS teams. Wouldn't that be sick?
Yeah, that would be really awesome. I was actually thinking there. I was like, I need to talk to Trunk Club.
The coaches, like if you had all the coaches always, because the coach clothing thing has been so sketchy this year, like off and on, who knows, right? Scar looks okay, but imagine how Scar would look at Trunk Club. Do you think? Yeah. So maybe we'll see that Trunk Club. People should check it out.
They definitely give him a pocket watch. You know, he really needs that chained pocket watch to go with the look, and they look fabulous.
And a top hat.
Top hat too. Yeah. Maybe a monocle.
Yeah. That would be so sick. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Now, I saw a ghost here at the LCS when you guys all walked in together. I saw one Chauster with CLG. What is Chauster doing?
He's hanging out at the CLG house.
What's he doing hanging out?
Being friends with everyone.
Are there plans to use Chauster for something?
I think there are plans to use Chauster for something, but who knows? Spooky.
What? What's spooky? Like, well, I guess because he's a ghost. That's a good callback. Yeah.
I was playing off it, Travis. Come on.
Catch on to that. It's just such a strange way to hint at something to say spooky at the end of it. Like, I'm like, what is that even? Okay, so there's plans to use Chauster for something, but it's a secret right now.
It's definitely a secret.
Is it like a second League of Legends team?
Spooky.
You're going to be an assistant coach?
Come on, Travis.
Are you giving up ownership of everything CLG to Chauster so you can return to your streaming fans?
You got me, man.
Okay. Now we know. Oh, you changed your hair.
Yeah, it's actually changed itself. You know, I'm kind of like Goku, right? And I start off, he's brown, I start off pink, and now we're both turning gold.
Let's talk a little bit more seriously about the team, because otherwise I get yelled at about my interviews. So it's interesting because CLG, I think a lot of people were kind of like the fans had finally said, all right, listen, we keep hearing about these like the dreams and that Stars ends up getting crushed. And yet this split and this season, it seems like you guys are consistently, like you've had good starts to splits. It seems like you're probably going to start and close out the split in a really solid way. What do you attribute that to?
I mean, I think it's mostly the team atmosphere and the team play. When I look at the games today against Dignitas, I wasn't exceptionally impressed by the individual play of every player. I mean, Afra had some really good plays. Zion had some really strong Zion play. But overall, as a team, I feel like they're the best team in LCS. I think individually, you know, you have your star players like Bjergsen and that really shine and carry TSM. But as a team, that's like what CLG is. And CLG as an organization is more like a family. And I think that reflects on our play too.
And so what brought that about? Is it just the personalities on this team? Is it efforts that you guys are making at the house to sort of cultivate this? I mean, you guys going out and doing like mini golf sessions? Like what's the deal?
I mean, it is the personalities on the team, but I think personally, like I try to be less business centric and I'm player focused. So I think that I know that how hard it gets when you're really pressured to perform, and that pressure is kind of lifted from these guys. You know, they get in their high pressure situations sometimes, but ultimately they still stay calm and they know they're there for each other and they know they're going to support each other.
What has Skara's influence been on the team?
Skara's influence has been massive. Like, you know, Skara's come to me and he's like, these guys alone are so great. You know, like even without my external help, they're so great. And I'm like, Skara, you're crazy. Like Skara has done so much for the team as far as really controlling the way arguments, conflicts, and styling how you know, what time these guys get to bed, and doing it in a way that it's not like telling them to do something. It's more like listening and appealing to like more of like a human side when talking to them. It's not like more of a coach, you do this, you do that, you do this. It's more of like this Zen way of really talking to the players.
It's kind of got some Zen teachings there from Skara.
Yeah.
When I look at Skara and the way, especially the way he treats me, I would never think of him as a very Zen person. He's usually very angry. You
know what's really funny is that like sometimes you can get a little bit off that from Skara, but when you talk to him about the way he coaches, it's extremely different. He never takes a really hands-on approach as far as telling everybody what to do. It's more like he listens to the players, thinks about what they have to say, and fits in their opinions into the team. Yeah. So no one feels like they're being ignored.
How are the rest of things going with the rest of your teams? Because CLG has expanded so much recently.
The rest of our teams are doing great. Halo came in second place at the HCS finals, and the CSGO team, you know, made it to IEM, and everybody's quite happy. And you know, at some point, I want to get all the guys together at the CLG house, and you know, have like a pool party or something like that. So hopefully that happens down the line.
How has it been for you, somebody who's always been so League of Legends oriented, and we were just talking and you try to make it here every weekend, to sort of have to also have your hand involved with all these other teams? Or do they sort of self-manage? Like, how does this all work?
So we're really directly connected with everyone. Matcom is the general manager of all the teams, so he talks to all the guys. But, you know, Tom's in the house. We have ThinkHard for our Challenger team in the house. And we talk very frequently with the CSGO team. So we're all connected and we're all routinely familiar with each other. So that's like, again, I want CLG to feel like a family and not an organization. And that's what I strive to do. And that's what I want to keep forever.
Very good. Well, so you say 60-40 predictions for tomorrow. Does it mean much for you beating TSM tomorrow? Is anything on the line for you?
Nothing is necessarily on the line, but I would very much like to win. Yeah.
No, you decided against the hair color bets this time.
Well, I don't think it's that. I think if we were to bet, I would bet, and I think Scar would bet, and Tony, our analyst, would bet too. But shout out to Tony. Tony's like Actually, he's my secret weapon. I can't talk about him. But what I was going to say was that everybody would bet on tomorrow's games, but I think that, like, you know, if you keep betting, it gets a little tiring. You have to kind of spice it up. So when the time comes, the bets will come out too.
Very good. Is there anything you would like to say to the CLG fans or anyone out there?
Yeah, thank you guys for always supporting us. Do check out the CLG subreddit. The guys there are fantastic, and it's awesome to be a part of that community. And, you know, thank you for always supporting us through the hard times and hopefully the good times now. And look to going to Worlds this year.
Thank you so much. Best of luck with that. Best of luck in the TSM game tomorrow as well. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our LCS coverage at ongamers.com.